Listen. Today on the docket, we got Angela Simmons, man. And my opinion of this situation is gonna be scathing. I feel strongly about it. I feel adamant about it. Y'all know Marita love the kids, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been told y'all that. You know, I love the kids. I'm always looking at stuff from a kid's from a parent perspective, and I'm gonna protect the children. You know what I mean? I'm definitely somebody that's gonna speak up for the voiceless. You know what I'm saying? And for the children. And I feel strongly about it. So we're gonna get into it. Shout out to Kenny. Hey Kenny. And we also got a Melly update too. I went over a Melly video, not the last. We went over one last night too. And I went over another one that I didn't finish a couple lives before that. And we're gonna finish that one because that one was long as hell and it was a lot of technical law or legal jargon in there. We're gonna dissect what that means going forward. And I told you guys that I know this is a Melly channel. This channel was built off a lot of Melly content. So what we're gonna do is, being that the new trial is upcoming, we're gonna revisit some of the evidence in the previous trial, and we're gonna also see what evidence is allowed in this trial, because some of the evidence that was allowed in that first trial is not allowed in this second trial. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna just give people a refresher. We're gonna give people a refresher as to what we know, so that when this new trial start, you know what I'm saying, we can kind of be caught up. Because man, it's a lot of stuff, man. This will be our second trial, man. Man, they've been in jail like 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I want to make sure that we all on the same page. So when this new trial start, we'll know what's going on, what's in, what's out. You know what I'm saying? And what we think is going to happen in the next trial. You know what I'm saying? But before we get into it, man, like this video, hit that like button for me. Shout out to the new subscribers, man. We gained maybe 100 new subscribers in the last 48 hours, which is great. Which I appreciate you guys. If you a new subscriber, get in the chat and just say hey, or just tell us where you from. You know what I'm saying? And we'll show you love. I'm telling y'all, I'm glad y'all came over here, man, because I know y'all are like it here. You know what I'm saying? I'm animated, I'm intellectual, I'm hood in a motherfucker. And one thing about me, I'm candid. I'm gonna say what's on my mind, and I'm gonna say what you probably thinking, but you don't have a voice, feel like you have a voice to say it. So I'm that person on YouTube that's gonna say the unthinkable, the unsayable. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you guys be thinking these things, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna talk about them. I ain't scared to talk about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I am trying to cut down on the cussing. But for some reason, when I cuss, it seemed like, look at Mickey, you full of, I knew you were coming. Hey, listen, I knew you were coming. Listen, boy, listen. So my take on Angela Simmons, it's a controversial one. You know what I'm saying? It's a controversial one, but I feel strongly about it, and Mickey feels strongly about her opinion. So I told her it's a debate that we can have online. You know, we can have it on live. You know what I'm saying? I love to have those type of debates on live, because I'm sure that there's people that feel the way Mickey feel. You know what I'm saying? And it's people probably that feel the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? So I like to have these debates online so that you guys can chime in, join in, get in the chat, share your opinion. You know what I'm saying? And you know, maybe she'll be your voice, Mickey your voice, and then Marita be your voice. You know what I'm saying? But I don't give a damn what Mickey say on this one here. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna fight. I'm not moving off. I'm not moving off of my stance. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you guys tune in this Friday for Triple Threat Friday. That's me, Mickey Truth, Music 101, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's when we go over all the hot topics in the hip hop and entertainment business. And also make sure y'all pull up to my segment, which is Juicy Rumors with Marita Boy, and that will be on Triple Threat Friday. And that's why I go over all the juicy rumors in hip hop. These are the ones that we don't have no facts on them. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no proof on them, but we've been hearing it and we want to talk about it. You know, the tea, like y'all women like to say, the tea. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to talk about, the tea. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So Make sure y'all tune in for that. And again, if you have a juicy rumor, DM me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, Meritaboy1, Meritaboy with the number 1, and DM me your juicy rumor. And if I like your juicy rumor, I will choose your juicy rumor to talk about on Triple Threat Friday. And if I talk about your juicy rumor, I will give you a shout out. We combine all 3 platforms on Triple Threat Friday. Mickey Truth, the Queen of Paperwork, Music 101, the Breakdown King, and your boy Marita Boy. And with that, it's over 100,000 subscribers in one place on Friday for Triple Threat Friday. And I will say your name and it will be heard all over the world. Just for you jumping in my DM, giving me a juicy rumor topic. Now, we're going to talk about Angela Simmons. We're going to talk about Angela Simmons. Listen. I was thinking to myself, because, I want to, with the murder of Big June, Yo Gotti's brother, we know that Angela and Yo Gotti was at the funeral. Big Juke just happened to go to the repast. That's the after party after the funeral. And this is where he lost his life. This is where he met his demise. We know, not for certain, but almost for certain, as much as we can, that these people are targeting Yo Gotti. He is the head of the snake. These people want Yo Gotti life. You know what I'm saying? And it's alleged that it is get back for Young Dolph's murder. We don't have nothing to substantiate that. We don't have no facts or nothing to say that Yo Gotti and CMG or none of them had nothing to do with it. But it's looking like they had something to do with it. You know what I mean? The whole world feels like they had something to do with it. And evidently they feel like he has something to do with it in Memphis because it's people who are unaliving them. And it's alleged that it's because of this. You know what I'm saying? And this is coming from reports out of Memphis. Now, I was thinking, if Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti had went to that repast, they possibly would be unalive too. It possibly could have been them instead of Big Juke, or them and Big Juke. You know what I'm saying? Or at very least, they could have been shot at or injured. So it made me start to thinking, damn, why is Angela putting herself in this situation? She is hip hop royalty. Her father is 1/3 of the hip hop pioneer group Run DMC, and he's a pastor. He's a reverend. Her uncle is Russell Simmons, the former president of Def Jam, a legend in the hip hop industry in his own right. She was not raised in the hood. She was raised very privileged. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she never ventured to the hood. I ain't saying she ain't got hood cousins. I ain't saying she, go through the boroughs of New York. I'm pretty sure she did. But I'm saying, from somebody that was really raised in the hood, from humble beginnings, from an impoverished past, she ain't us. You know what I'm saying? She ain't us. She already lost her child's father. I looked up the reports. If y'all ain't see my video that I just dropped, go watch my video that I just dropped about Angela Simmons. And it'll get more in depth into what I was just talking about as far as her baby father. But she lost her baby father. She has one son. And he was murdered. He was murdered. We don't know what he was murdered about, but he was murdered. He was shot 13 times. So I took all of this in account when I was assessing my opinion before I made my opinion on this situation about Angela Simmons. And I asked myself, why is Angela Simmons still with Yo Gotti amid all of this death, amid all this violence, amid all these people wanting to do something to him? She has no kids from him. She's well off. She doesn't need him. And if she loses her life, because she could have possibly lost her life had she been at that repast, her son has no parents. His father's dead. And if she would have been at repast and those gentlemen would have killed her, he would have no parents. To me, I was wondering, like, why was she, like what's her thinking? Like, why would she stay in this situation? And the only thing I could come up with was she choosing that man, a relationship with that man, over her own safety, over her parents worrying about her, because you know her parents got wind of this already. Her parents been got wind of this. Her parents been got wind of the drama and the stuff around Yo Gotti probably years ago. They probably already been talking to her, because I would as a father. I'd already been talking to my daughter like, baby, baby, baby. If my daughter had a street boyfriend who had this type of stuff going on, I would be talking to my daughter because I would be afraid to lose my daughter. So you got to think her father done probably prayed over her, prayed for her. Her mama probably worried about her sister, her brothers, all of them, her uncles, they probably all worried about her. Especially knowing that she was at that funeral, but the only reason why she was at the repast because they had somewhere else to go. If they would have decided to go to that repast, they would have been there. Who knows at what position they would have been. They might have not got shot at. They might have been inside the repast or whatever, but they would have been on scene. That's close enough. Like Juvenile say, I would rather see it on TV than to see it in person. This is what I was taught. This is what I taught. And I understand this might not be how some people feel, and it may not be how you were raised. I was always told and taught a woman is supposed to choose her child over any man. That's over me. That's over any man. If you could possibly lose your life from messing with me, and you got children and all of that, you supposed to leave me. You being with me is not worth you losing your life over. No, it's not. And what I mean by that is by something that I got going on. Now, it's different than a car accident or some shit like that, but I'm saying, like, if I got some beef and you my girlfriend, and and you are a target just only because you my girlfriend, it is not worth it for you. I'm just being real. It's not. Especially if you got children. Because if you lose your life, you're going to forever scar that child. Niggas on your boy neck this week. Well, get on it then. Triple Threat Friday. Showdown, Mickey. What's happening? Bring it. Triple Threat Friday. Me and Mickey. Showdown. I'm going to make a thumbnail. Marita Boy versus Mickey over Angela Dickmatized. Because that's what she is. She dickmatized. The only reason for her okay, I'm going to tell you like this. This is what we're going to say. We're going to put a little PG-13 on it. She's in love. You didn't even know you didn't even know who these people was 10, 15 years ago. This the same nigga that made a song about you and like he had a fetish over you. That's how you heard about him. And then you run your happy ass over there. You wouldn't even think about this man when you was dating Bow Wow, Romeo, and Sutton Tennyson, your baby daddy. You wouldn't even think about this man. This man put a bid out there, threw it out there in the universe, and caught your ass, and you came running. It was a fetish. It was a fantasy for him. You feel me? Like, but the real deal is, in my opinion, how I feel about it. By being with him, you are a target. Clearly, you don't understand the significance of this, or the gravity of the situation, because you was right there at that funeral with him in Memphis. Clearly, you not taking the situation as serious as you need to, because Sutton Tennyson Jr., which is your son, could have lost his mama the other night. What would we be saying then? What would we be saying then? You know what we'll be saying? Oh man, she shouldn't have been there. Oh man, she was stupid. She didn't even have to be there with him. Why'd she choose to go with him anyway? Oh man, that little boy ain't got no mama or no daddy. This so sad. Oh boy, I bet Ron crying. I bet her mama crying. I bet her family hurt. This so sad. As grown people, we have to realize that the things that we do, or anybody, children too, young adults, anybody, we have to realize that the things that we do in the danger that we put ourselves in affects other people. When I changed my life from the streets and I started working, my mama was so happy. You know what my mama told me just before she, of course, before she passed? She said, I'm so happy you working. I said, why? She said, because I used to worry about you every night. Bro, I was in the streets over 20 years. That means every night that I was out there, my mama was worrying that I could be dead. And to be honest with you, I was worrying too. I was worrying too. Every day I left my house, I was afraid that I might not make it back. Can you imagine doing that to your... See, that's the things that we don't think about when we out there doing it, because I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it. I promise you, now time that I was out there in them streets, I was thinking, man, my mama worried about me. I wasn't. I was worried about myself possibly not making it home, but I was being selfish. My mind didn't even compute that, dang, somebody loved me, and if I die, it's going to hurt them. People mature at different times, different ages. It took me a long time to mature. Honestly, I'm keeping it real. A long time. You know what I'm saying? Me personally right now, I am my best version of myself that I have ever been. That's because I self-corrected. You know what I mean? I look at myself in the mirror and I take away little things that I don't like about myself. And the things that I like about myself, I work on. And the things that I'm not good at, that I want to be good at, I work on them too. So I'm forever tinkering on myself. I'm forever fixing myself so I can become the best version of myself. I'm listening to old people now. I'm doing mature stuff now. I'm doing what men's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening. I do a lot of talking on here, but I'm doing more listening than talking. You know what I'm saying? And not only do when I'm listening, I'm actually implementing the things that they're telling me, the positive things that they're telling me that I should be doing, so I could be a better me. So I could be a better me for my children, for my family, and so I could be here longer, and so I could be successful. Bro, I used to do a lot of stuff I don't do no more. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even smoke weed like that no more. I smoke weed every day. I don't even smoke weed. Look at my eyes. I don't even smoke weed like that no more. I might smoke weed once every 2 months. You know what I mean? And that's just my choice. That's just my choice. You see what I'm saying? Like, I used to do all type of shit. You see me getting fat? Do you see the fat skin? You see it, right? That's called self-improvement. That's me trying my best to improve myself so I'm healed. My children lost their mama 2 years ago. I'm the only parent they have. They mourning the loss of their mama right now. And she died 2 years ago, and they big. So can you imagine if they lose their daddy right now? You see what I'm saying? I see the hurt in their eyes from them losing their mama that I can't do nothing about. I can't do nothing about it. That shit hurt me so bad that I wanna just dig inside their heart and take the pain away from them. But I can't. She gone forever. So I'm just imagining if I do some reckless shit to take myself away from them, what that's gonna do to them. They may go into depression. They may, you know what I mean? Anything may happen. So what I make sure I do, I make sure that I take care of myself. Go into the gym, drinking water, or making sure that I don't hang out around certain people. Don't do certain shit. Now that ain't no guarantee that I ain't gonna die, cause I'm gonna die one day. But by me moving a certain kind of way, it lessens my chances of dying. And I'm gonna give you an example. If I'm standing on my porch, it's less likely that I get hit by a car than if I'm standing out there in the middle of the highway. If I go out there and stand in the middle of a major highway, my chances just went up of getting hit by a car. This is the same thing with Angela Simmons. She could die anywhere. She could die any day. She could drop dead from an aneurysm or something. But by you hanging around your man in this, and we see people are being murdered, his brother being murdered. We seeing how close the death is around y'all. You're heightening your chances of some harm befalling you. I have had women who I talked to, friend girls, dated, various women. Some of them told me that they don't even date street dudes. Not that they're not attracted to street dudes, but they have matured enough to understand and know what comes with dating a street dude. Death, jail, excuse me, him maybe getting shot, him getting robbed. I had one friend girl, she told me that they got home invaded. Her mama got tied up. They shot her baby daddy. You know, she said she just got tired of going through and her baby daddy was strong, big dog, plenty of money. You know, she go in there, she married a regular dude. He got a nice job. Baby daddy's still doing his thing. He went to prison for a long time. She got rid of him. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. I had women that tell me that they don't even want to have children by a street dude because they don't want their children to have to live with possibly their father dying or going to prison for a long time. They don't even want to get into a relationship with them because they don't know if this thing's gonna happen with this particular situation, but they know that it's a possibility. So why even go down that road? Why fall in love with this guy that I like, that's attractive? Why fall in love with that guy knowing that it's so much that comes with me being involved with him? If I have and I commend these women that could think that far down the road. Why have a baby by him and then my baby possibly gonna have to grow up without a father, or at least his father gonna be taken out of his life at certain periods of time in his life? These are all the things that come with dating a street dude. And what I'm saying is, Angela Simmons could make a choice. She could make a choice. It's written on the tea leaves, baby. How close do death have to get to you for you to understand that, hey man, this ain't where I need to be? Life give us signs, y'all. It's warning before destruction. Trust me. Trust me. Vibes, whatever you want to call it. But this ain't even vibes. This is the universe telling her right now, like right now. He just died. Your brother-in-law just died. Right there. Right there. Right there, right there. Almost there. You was at the funeral. You wouldn't have been nowhere in none of this if you wasn't dating your boyfriend. And I'm going to say this too. Yo Gotti, if you love that girl, you supposed to tell her to leave. You weren't supposed to have her at that funeral, period. She supposed to be put up. See, that's how I know he ain't even thinking he's selfish. If I love my girl, I'm not putting her in no kind of danger. What we got? Hold on. What we got Angela Simmons in Memphis in a funeral when it's a war going on for? This definitely ain't the dude that you need to be with, Angela. He supposed to be like, nah, baby. It's too dangerous out there, baby. It's too dangerous out there, baby. Nah, baby, you stay home. See what I'm saying? That lets you know. Hold on. His brother just got killed. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I understand we like to put these people up on these pedestals because they got money, this and that, there, and successful in their own right at certain things. But that don't mean that they know everything. And that don't mean that they smart all the way around. Listen, the emperor has no clothes, man. This man is not fit to lead you certain places. He making get you a record deal and pop you off as a record as a rapper or something. But that don't mean you supposed to follow him in every aspect of life. His brother dead. He's so smart. They so good. They so, you know what I mean? That people are dying around them. Bro, listen. And that go for anybody. You can listen to people for certain shit. But them same people, you better not listen to them for something else. Listen, I know what I can learn from everybody that I'm around because I realize what they're good at or what I'm looking what knowledge that I can benefit from being around them. But I also peep people character flaws too. And I also know that I can't listen to them on this with him. You feel what I'm saying? You may have a lot of knowledge in a certain area, way more knowledge than me. And I'll come to you for that. I'll listen to you for that. But in other areas, I ain't finna listen to you. I go somewhere else for that information, for that knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? Because I know you're going to be biased, or I know you don't have enough experience or knowledge to teach me in that particular area or lead me in that particular area. You see what I'm saying? Gotti has character flaws. We all do. We all do. I'm not knocking him for that. We all have character flaws. We all have shortcomings. Some people may be jealous hearted. Some people may not be good with money. Some people may be quick tempered. Some people may be lazy. Some people might like to gamble. Some people may have vices. All of that. We all have different character flaws. Nobody's perfect. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you need to recognize what people character flaws in, and where them bitches start at, that's where you stop following at. You hear me? That's where you stop following that, because that character flaw is what's going to bring forth their downfall, or their vice. That's what bring forth their downfall. A lot of times we bring forth our own downfall, y'all. Trust me. If you smoke a lot of cigarettes, you die of motherfucking cancer. Simple as that. If you race cars, you might die in a car wreck. You see what I'm saying? If you like to kill people, you might get killed too. Because people want to kill you because you killed some people they killed. They wanted to kill, that you killed, that they like. I'm telling you how this shit go. I'm telling y'all. I don't know if y'all can listen to Marito. You want to. I'm telling you how this shit go. The writing is on the wall. They got fucking possibly criminal charges maybe coming down the pipe for yo got it. And it's death around the corner. Like Tupac said, they just killed your fucking brother, nigga, at your uncle's funeral. And your mama was there. Angela Simmons, why would you want to be around that? If he loves you, he should understand you telling him, peace. I would have told her to leave. Let me tell you something. Real talk. I would have been contemplating breaking up with her myself. Me personally. If I was your guy, I would have been contemplating. I'm not saying I would have did it, but I would at least told her, hey, babe, look, I think we need to chill out for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want nobody to hurt you because they're trying to hurt me. See, that's real love. That's real love. What, you want the lady to die by your side holding your hand? Fuck you got going on. Angela Simmons ain't supposed to be nowhere around Yo Gotti, period. Not with these bodies dropping. It ain't that much love in the world. You have no kids from this man. Your baby daddy dead. If you get killed, your baby got no parents left. Ladies, choose your children over a man. Trust me. I'm talking about as far as like if it's danger, violence, abuse, that type of shit, drug abuse, that type of shit. Choose your children. I have seen this before. I have seen women so far dickmatized. That's what I'm going to say. Dickmatized. You know what I'm saying? That they don't think clearly. And men get that way too. Men get what they call a coochie whip. You know what I'm saying? They don't think clearly. So it go both ways. I ain't just dogging y'all out. I'm just saying because of Angela, we can use this because this is really about Angela. And I'm thinking about that little boy that lost his daddy already. I've seen this happen before. Ladies, it's not worth it. If your peace, if you know people leave relationships for their peace. So, you know what I mean? Because your peace is priceless. Shit, your life is more valuable than your peace. If you ain't got no life, you ain't got no peace. You know what I'm saying? It's over. You risking losing your life for a man that you have no children by, no connection, nothing that you done land up with. Also, your child has become connected to this man, right? What if Yo Gotti get killed? Oh, put it this way, let me spin this another way. I'm gonna just show you all the angles where it's saying she needed to get out of this situation. She should have been got out of this situation. Your child is probably now connected to Yo Gotti. He probably like him. Probably got love for him because they've been around each other, been in each other's life. What if them niggas would have killed him the other day? That would have hurt your child too. His daddy dead, now stepdaddy dead. If it would have happened, but it didn't. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking. How would that affect you? You done fell in love or got dickmatized by this man, and now he's no longer here with you. That's 2 times you'll be done have to deal with that in your life. We have to think farther down the road sometimes. Stop thinking with our little head and that little man in the boat. That's why I respect those women that I did meet that was telling me that they don't deal with the street dudes, and they were telling me the reason why they don't deal with them. I was like, damn, okay. At that time, I wasn't a street dude anyway, so it was beneficial towards me. But I also seen they really was on that. They really moved like that. They would not talk to the dude that had all the money, all the cars, all the jewelry, that sold dope, and they would rather talk to the dude that was a foreman at a construction company or a city worker or a dump truck driver or a garbage truck driver that worked at waste management, you know what I mean, who been on his job for 15, 20 years. They'll rather deal with that guy than to deal with the street guy. See, young chicks like street guys. You know what I'm saying? Young chicks, that's the allure to them. Older, mature women, they most likely done beat up, been there, done that. And they done got that shit out their system, and they done seen the pros and cons that come with that. And it ain't worth it, y'all. It ain't worth it ain't worth your getting involved with somebody and losing them for whatever reason, to the streets, to the grave, or whatever, and having to raise your child without a father. Having to look in your child's eyes and realize that he hurting because he ain't got his father. Angela Simmons, baby, you need to cut bait. Your mama worried about you, your daddy worried about you, and your son worried about you too. Because you know he heard about it too. You know you had to sit down and have a conversation with him. Or he on the internet. He gonna ask you where Juke at. Well, Uncle Juke at, Mom? Uncle Juke ain't here no more, baby. We ain't gonna see Uncle Juke no more. What happened to Uncle Juke, Mom? He gonna find out about it. He already done experienced death from his father. So now he got to experience it again with the loss of Juke. I'm pretty sure he knew Juke. I'm pretty sure him and Juke probably had a bond too. One thing about us dudes from the South, we love kids. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure Juke was the nice, bubbly uncle to this little young man. Now he ain't gonna see Uncle Juke no more. Y'all got to explain that. All of this is childhood trauma. And I'm not saying that anybody can't die. I had uncles died that when I was young that died from old age and shit like that. I get it. But what I'm saying is the people that's doing shit proactively to put themselves in situations where they may die soon, violently. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying y'all dudes is out here really beefing, doing whatever y'all doing in the streets, putting hits on Dolph allegedly, starting all this shit or participating in this shit. And the fallout of this is it's affecting everybody around y'all. Your children, your spouse, your mama, your daddy. Juke mama watched her son die right in front of her while they was at a goddamn funeral, while they was mourning the loss of his uncle, of her brother-in-law. They was already in an old sad-ass state anyway. Then, boom, another, like, double whammy. Man, I'm pretty sure their mama is depressed in a motherfucker right now. Over what? Street beef and y'all got money? Lord bless me to get the money that these boys got. I'm going to show y'all how to do. Shit, Marita going to be on location. First of all, I ain't got no ops. But if I did, the motherfuckers got to catch 30,000 flights to get to me, goddammit. When Marita touch down there, it ain't going to be no motherfucking guns allowed, bitch. So if you do track me down, wherever you track me down at, motherfucker, you gonna have to get a spear, a blow dart, or a goddamn butcher knife to kill me. Because it ain't gonna be even no guns allowed where I'm at, nigga. And you niggas from the hood, y'all don't know nobody in motherfucking Thailand, nigga. You gotta think. What the fuck am I doing in Memphis for? Making it easy for my ops to get me. The poor niggas who ain't got no money like me. Get the fuck out of here. That's why I tell you, these niggas ain't got no sense. Listen, I got people close to the situation that was telling me that Juke been laying low in Miami. Stop it. Laying low in Miami? Nigga, that ain't laying low on Collins, nigga. Nigga, I can drive and get the Juke. Everybody you know in Miami. Everybody you know in Miami. Everybody you know in Atlanta. Everybody you know in Miami. Everybody you know in LA. That ain't laying low. Them Memphis niggas that want that nigga was out there in Miami too. Trust me. You can't tell me that some of them PRE niggas or whoever else did this shit to Juke was not in Miami at some point too. Now, yeah, you might have been a nice mansion, nice gated community, nice scrap shit, but you still was in Miami. You still probably was popping up at goddamn KOD or goddamn one of the motherfucking clubs or something down there, strip clubs down there. You still popping out. You was nowhere where you could let your guard down is what I'm saying. You had money. Put distance between you and your ops, nigga. I'm going somewhere, nigga, where the laws is strict. Nigga, straight up, nigga, I'm going to motherfucking Japan, nigga. Nigga, come to Japan and get me po ass, nigga. Know what I'm saying? For two reasons. First, I want to motherfucking experience the world because I got this type of money that I can see different shit and I ain't got to stay around where I was at, where I was raised at. But also because it's going to make it harder for you to come get me. I ain't finna make it easy for you to get me. I'm not finna go right back to the hood to see a dead nigga. That nigga dead. He dead. Not only that, Juke, what the fuck you doing at the repast for? You went to the funeral. You see your Gotti was out of there. Hit that like button, y'all. Please hit that like button. I told y'all gonna like it. One thing about Marita, he gonna keep it real. What the fuck is you at the repast for? Niggas want to kill you. They say he was just shot at allegedly at a damn car show a week or two prior. So I told y'all, life give you signs. It's death before, it's warning before destruction. So you just gonna just keep just walking around, you big as a fucking NFL lineman. It ain't hard to miss you. You know what I mean? You can't move that goddamn good. You can't get low. You big as a goddamn refrigerator Perry. Taunting these niggas. You been online taunting these niggas since Dolph got killed. And you finna sit your fat ass right down there in goddamn Memphis where these niggas can walk and kill you. I told y'all, bro. Some people is smart at certain shit, and you can listen to them for certain shit, and they can lead you somewhere on certain shit. But them same people, you better know when to get off that motherfucking ride. You better know when to, hey, you can't lead me no farther than this. And for all of their success, and for as smart as he was, and as successful he was, and definitely he was better than me at certain shit. But on some shit, he wasn't better than me in. Because it ain't no motherfucking way I would have been there. To a funeral that was broadcast. It was put on, they had the thing on social media. They had the goddamn obituaries, all this shit. Everybody know y'all gonna be there. You got one security guard too. They say it was a large security and police presence at the funeral, but when Gotti left, them motherfuckers left with him. We done seen this shit in movies. This how it happened, ain't it? This is exactly how it happened, ain't it? This is exactly how it happened. And this is why, if y'all been watching my videos long enough, what I'll tell y'all. Get out the streets, young people. Because one day it's going to be your day. Trust me. If you, I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck what y'all tell me. It's going to be your day anyway, because you got to die. But you definitely can speed it up. And if you out there doing anything that you ain't supposed to be doing, trust me, one day it's going to be your motherfucking day. You talking somebody I've been to jail, all type of shit. On some old fluke ass shit, just come out the door and the police just jump down on me. What? It was my day. It was my day. Done did a lot of bullshit, a lot of crimes. Didn't get caught for all of them. But you know what? One day, it was my motherfucking day. I'm telling you. Juke was trolling, all this type of shit, this and that. It's his motherfucking day. Angela Simmons, you chasing dick, baby. Your mama, your uncle, your daddy, your son, your siblings, your friends, they all worried about you. And I know I'm not the only person that's saying this. I'm pretty sure that if it's some people around her that love her, they telling her, leave. And yo, got it. If you really love this young lady, you should tell her the same thing. Or what you want to do. You want to, let's say you don't, because I don't hope nothing happened to him. I don't know him. Let's say nothing happened to him, but a federal charge come down. So what you want her to, come to the prison to see you for however long you in jail for the rest of life. So you want her to put her life on hold for you being in prison because you may have put yourself there in this hypothetical situation. Let's just say if a charge do come your way from the Dolph situation. Or let's say you drop a bag and you want some get back for the loss of your brother. The feds is watching y'all now. The feds been watching y'all. What you finna do? Oh, you finna drop a bag on your brother, huh? For your brother, huh? You just that mad. You finna get on the phone and, yeah, man, yo, I want all of them dead. I want their family, I want their house burned to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night, I want to piss on their head. That what you gonna do, huh? Bro, these dudes is great at certain things. Not gonna diminish their accomplishments, period. Because that'll be hating. I ain't gonna do that. But it's clear to see that they are short-sighted or jaded or have chinks in their armor. And I ain't knocking them for that. We all do. We all do. Ain't nobody perfect. But you need to be able to think your way through shit. And you're supposed to think logically. And then you're supposed to have love for the people around you. If I'm him, you got a responsibility to that young lady. You got a responsibility to that little boy. Yo got it. What if you would have been at that funeral? I think all the way around the board. What if you'd have been at that funeral and they killed Angela? How would you're gonna live with that for the rest of your life, knowing that if this young lady was not with you or in love with you or stigmatized from fucking with you, she would still be here. How would you look at little Sutton Tennyson, her son, and look in his eyes knowing that he lost his mama because her mama was going with you. And she was in that spot. She was there because she was with you. See, this are all the things I think about. What if the little boy would have got shot? What if y'all would have brought the little boy to the front and he'd have got shot? All these things, I'm glad they didn't bring him. Angela Simmons is a target in Memphis. Let's just put it out there. And if Angela Simmons cannot go in Memphis and walk around willy-nilly and be like, oh no, that's my boyfriend y'all beefing with, not me. Her ass to be Swiss cheese full of holes. Them people want blood. Them people want get back, and they want to get to anybody that can hurt Gotti. And if they can't get to Gotti or his mama or his girlfriend or his brother, see what I'm saying? They getting to anybody that can hurt him. Hey, man. Hey, I done went on enough about it. Me and Mickey Truth, goddamn it, we gonna keyboard wallow on Friday about this because I feel adamant about this. I'm not moving off my stance. There's nothing in the world that can make me change my opinion because I know 100% that I'm right. I know what the move's supposed to be in this scenario. I know what the move should have been. The writing is on the wall. Life gives you signs. People are dying around your boyfriend. You could have died. Your baby daddy is dead. Your son could lose his mother. Your mother and father are probably telling you the same thing. Your sister is probably telling you the same thing. Some people around her that love her done told her this. You can't tell me they ain't told her this. I don't watch their little reality show, so I see how these people around her think. Her daddy definitely ain't saying, oh yeah, baby, go and marry him. In my opinion, he could be. But in my opinion, I don't think that's what he's saying. That's not what I would tell my daughter. We don't want to lose you, baby. I know you blinded by the lights or stigmatized. Take that, take that, take that, take that, take that. But let me tell you something. Bitches still do backward flips over dick. I know we look on social media and they like to tell us they independent and all of this. And if they ain't scissoring, I'm here to tell you, if they ain't scissoring, they still doing backflips over dick. They still cheating on their boyfriend for some dick. You feel what I'm saying? And niggas do cheat too. I ain't saying that. But I'm just saying, because we talking about Angela, I'm just trying to show you how bitches do backflips over dick. She has no connection to this man. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, let me break it down even simpler before I go off. If he cheat on her, she'll leave him, huh? But you won't leave him when the bullets flying and people dying, huh? If you catch him cheating, if Angela catch your guy cheating, she'll leave him, huh? But you won't leave him when bodies dropping around him and you could possibly lose your life. Get the fuck, man. That's crazy. Think about it, little boy. Think about your parents. Think about your life. Think about yourself. You're supposed to value your life and yourself enough to be in that situation. You're supposed to look at that. I'm going to tell you who did it. Who that was? J-Lo? Remember J-Lo and P. Diddy? Nigga, J-Lo was out of there. J-Lo was like, man, fuck this shit. You see what I'm saying? That's, you got to value yourself. You got to value yourself not to put up with a lot of situations, y'all. A lot of us have, what they call that shit? Attachment issues, abandonment issues. You see what I'm saying? We have things that's going on inside of us or inside of our mind that allow us to stay in these type of situations when we shouldn't. Whether it's toxic relationship, any of this stuff, abuse, any of this stuff. Hit that like button, guys. I appreciate you. We're finna get into the Melly content right here, because I know I done went on about Angela a little bit. You have to do self-reflection. Why are you in this situation? Why would you stay in this situation when it could possibly cost you your life? Why? Because you're in love? You don't love that little boy? You supposed to love that little boy more than you love Gotti. Or you hoping everything gonna be okay? Well, I'm gonna tell you, Angela, it's up in Memphis forever. Forever. Them people that done died on Dolph them side, they got family, relatives, sons, cousins. It's always gonna be that. It's always gonna be dangerous for you as long as you in a relationship with that man. Always. That's forever beef. So if you want to live under that circumstance, I pray nothing happens to you, but I'm telling you what the move is. I'm telling you, and the universe is telling you what the move is. You was just right there, speaking to Big Juke, hugging him. Hey, brother-in-law, da-da. And his ass dead. And you could have been right there. But I think you like danger. I think the danger make your coochie wet. That's what I think, Angela. I think you one of them girls that from the right side of the tracks and you are attracted to bad boys. I think you're attracted to guys who have a street edge to them. Your baby daddy was a scammer, identity theft. He had drug possession charges and obstruction of justice charges. And what happened to him? He died in his motherfucking driveway, shot 13 times. So you have a type. You have a type. That's cool. But it's shit that come with that type. And as long as you understand that, I'm going to say this though. I hope nothing happened to you, because I look at shit from, that little boy. My children lost their mama, so I can kind of relate, you know what I mean? It's a little personal for me. And I don't want that little boy to lose you. So I know this might come off a little harsh, but I'm just telling you the realities of it. I hope you make the right decision. I'm not a fortune teller. I don't know. What I'm saying is not for certainty. But I'm saying I done lived a long life, and I can read the tea leaves. And I think God telling you, or the universe, or whatever you believe in, Buddha, Hindu, whatever, I think it's telling you to get your little ass out of that situation before it hit really close to home. Now, let's get into the Melly content. Shout out to Andre God. I'm finna get y'all some shots out, because y'all rocking here, man. Hey, look, man. Salute to the chat. I'm finna get y'all some shots out. I fuck with the chat. Shout out Ashley. Shout out to Nate Setter. Shout out to Loud Pack Tony 561. Shout out to Andre God. I'm glad you're back, bro. For real, trauma bonding, Andre. That's what it is. Trauma bonding. Straight up, though. You know what? Hold on. I know what I'm finna do. Yeah, I'm finna get y'all shots out. I fucks with y'all. Shout out to the new subscribers as well, man. I told y'all I'm finna get this thing back started, and y'all guys is definitely appreciated, man. I appreciate all y'all. Let me see. I appreciate all y'all. I'm finna get y'all some shots out though. We finna get into the Melly content right now. I know that's what a lot of you guys came for. Shout out to Boredom and Clicks. I appreciate you, Boredom. Shout out to Richard Supreme TV. Shout out to T. Thomas. Shout out to Haley. That's my girl, Haley. What's up, Haley? For real, I'm glad you here. Shout out to IQ Mari. Appreciate you. Um, he said even if he breaking up with her or she not still feel that. Yeah, that's true, bro. That's true. She got herself into some shit. Um, Shout out to DJ Bonds. Appreciate you, gang. Shout out to JJ Boys 24. Glad you back. Shout out to Munda. Appreciate you. Who else? Who else? Damn, I can't go so far down now. Shout out to my girl TN Boys. I see you in there, TN. They go that girl T. What's up, T? Who else? I'm trying to get all y'all shots out, man. Cause y'all, the chat jumping tonight. For real, I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Q Badass 14. Shout out to Too Legit to Quit KC. Mickey, what you want to do? Hey, dog, listen, y'all go subscribe to my girl, Mickey Truth, the Queen of Paperwork channel, man. She won't smoke with me about this Angela Simmons situation. I don't think she won't nothing. Listen, Mickey, let me tell you something, boy. I got a stendo on this thing about this one here. I'm telling you now. Listen, I'm telling Mickey, listen, you ain't going to win this debate, Mickey. I'm telling you. You ain't gonna win it, Mickey. I'm on your ass now. You better do some studying. You better do some studying. Mickey's smart. Listen, let me tell you something. Mickey is a very smart woman. Trust me. She's very smart, and she does know how to debate. But she can't beat me on this one here. I got Angela Simmons as nailed to the cross. You know what I'm saying? She can't beat me on this one. I'm gonna take the W on this one. I told Mickey to stay on the porch. Listen, me and Mickey been DMing before I got on live, and I told her, I say, Mickey, you need to stay on the porch with this one here. Know what I'm talking about? This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want now. Shout out to Jesse Morris. Appreciate you. Yeah, for real. Shout out to Jesse's girl 21. For real. For real. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to T-Dub. That's what my dude, T-Dub. T-Dub. For real, for real. Hey, y'all hit that like button. Let's get into the Melly content, y'all. Let's get into the Melly. That what y'all came for? Y'all want to talk about Melly? Y'all want to talk about I got murder on my mind? All right, let's get into this shit. Let's get into the Jamel demons. Pussy. So, let me get to the last video that we did that I didn't finish. I didn't finish this video. Salute, T-Dub. I see you, gang. This one here. This the one. This the one we was going over this paperwork. I'm finna pause this bitch, dog. Right. There we go. Okay, so if you remember the last time we went over this video, I forgot who it was that jumped in the chat. It was like Marita. Oh no, it was Anonymous One. Shout out my guy Anonymous One. Shout out AudioCrat22. Shout out to Flyboy Microphone. Shout out to Nephew For Real. Shout out to Lil Kel Truth Movement. Shout out to Silk Foster Jr. Go subscribe to his YouTube. Go subscribe to his Instagram. He got a nice podcast going on over there. Shout out to my girl Deputy Eula. Deputy Eula, where you at, boo? You know I've been missing you now. Don't make me jump in your DMs now. You know I do it now. You know I do it. I do it, Marita. I do it. Shout out to Trigger Man. Tell him, goddamn me. Y'all go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Texas in the building. It's going to be all right, ho. Shout out to Pooh Black. Know what I'm talking about? For real. Shout out to SLK, something like Clout TV, Inglewood. And shout out to FL Traffic. Shout out to my boy Correll too, man. Straight up. Hold up. Straight up. Shout out to my boy Dre 6100. Y'all already know. Shout out to my dude, Lil A. Shout out to It's Aaron's Way. You know what I'm talking about? For real. Shout out to Invisible Woman, Adrian, where you at? Don't make me go any DMs and pull you up out of here too. I ain't seen you in a while. When I see you. Okay, so if y'all remember last time we talked about the Melly case, we watched one of the Cuff Boys video. Go shout out to the Cuff Boys. And what I noticed was they said that they found text messages in Melly's iCloud that was between Melly and Track. And they were discussing paying off witnesses and gang activity, right? So I'm telling you, I was, my mind was just inquisitive, and I wanted to, because these text messages were between Melly and Track, which means these text messages had to happen before Melly went to jail. If you remember not, Melly murdered these boys allegedly, in October. and he went to jail in February. So that's October, end of October, November, December, January, middle of February. So like 3.5 months. So that means that Track and Melly was corresponding with each other about paying witnesses off early on after Melly allegedly committed these murders. But it was before Melly actually went to jail for these murders. So my question was, I was just inquisitive. I was wondering, why did Track not have a tampering with witness charges? You know what I'm saying? Why did Track not have a tampering with witness charges if they have evidence that him and Melly was talking about paying off witnesses? It was pretty much the same thing that they got on Melly with his tampering with witness charges. All they got is correspondence between what's the guy name? One of the guys in the jail. They got Melly saying something. They got the guys relaying that over the jail phone, and that's what they use to charge Melly. Well, right here you have a text. You have a text message between the defendant and his manager, and they talking about paying off witnesses. Why did he not have a charge for that? Why does he not have a tampering with witness charge? And I will say this too. Shout out to Anonymous Ones, because he divulged this and we Googled it, and he is 100% fact. Tampering with a witness in a Capital One murder case is punishable by life. That is why they gave Melly those tampering with witness charges, because let's just say Melly do get off on this case or whatever, because he already got a hung jury, so we don't know what the outcome gonna be in the second trial. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was guilty the first time. I thought they proved beyond a reasonable doubt that he was guilty in the first trial, but evidently the jury didn't feel that way, and that's what matters, whatever the jury feels like. But if he does not get convicted of this charge the second go round, the tampering with witnesses in a in a Capital One murder case will give you life in prison in the state of Florida. Know what I'm saying? And Google it. You can check it out. This is true. Hit that like button, guys. Please stop for a second and hit that like button for me. Please do me a favor. Can y'all please hit that like button for me, man? I appreciate you guys. I'm shout out to the new subscribers. We got like over 100 subscribers in the last 48 hours, man. Shout out to King AK47 for sharing this platform with me. Listen, boy, every time AK went off that goddamn screen, I was doing a commercial, plugging my channel, plugging my Instagram. He gave me the right too. He said, hey, man, Marita, I'm finna do something, man. We got technical difficulties. Plug your shit, man. So if y'all ain't seen me on King AK47, man, go check me out. Not on the last live, but the live after that. Shout out to King AK47 too, because he just reached 200,000 subscribers. That's big, man. That's love there, man. That's love there, man. That's love there. So for achieving that milestone, and I'm pretty sure he want to go up and up and up and up and up. But that's big shit. For even to get 100,000 subscribers, you know what I'm saying? What, they give you 2 plaques if you get 200,000 subscribers? I don't know. They need to tighten up. Then you get 1 plaque for 100,000. They need to start giving like gold plaque, diamond plaques, platinum plaques for as you go up. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But we're going to play the rest of this Cuff Boys video. But I just want to let y'all know where we left off in this Cuff Boys video.
It also would subsequently expand the search of the iCloud account and device itself to before the homicide date in order to look for evidence of witness tampering and paying off witnesses. This would not be limited to only text messages either. It would expand the scope of the search into all areas of the cloud device, emails, and social media accounts with regards to communications the defendant had surrounding paying off witnesses or witness tampering. On Melly's Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube shows.
They say drop my cash up. Hey, Boredom, do me a favor, love. Put my cash app in the chat, please, Boredom. Please, my cash app is Marita Boy 407. Boredom, you'll drop it in the chat. Thank you, boo. Thank you, love.
And repping the Bloods, right? These posts in the same vein would have inevitably led to search warrants for their respective.
Boredom. Boredom.
Blah, 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 beyond the scope of the court's ruling, and therefore would lead to expand the scope of the iCloud warrant. It is common knowledge that many of the media files, if not all, based on social media accounts, are recorded or taken utilizing the device itself. Many of the defendant's publicly available postings predate homicide, thereby inevitably.
So what they talking about is they talking about all of the evidence that they allow in from the electronic correspondence from Melly's what's the name? They let it in on the beginning, on the first trial. But the second trial, the judge ruled not. No, he only letting certain information in a certain time period. Some of the windows is 6 hours, depending on if it's the iCloud, the Instagram, the Facebook, the Gmail, and some of it is 3 months, depending on which one of them it is. You know what I'm saying? But he's not allowing the state to look through all Melly's electronic correspondence. You know what I'm saying? Which I agree. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they're talking about here.
Court's parameters. The Defense Gang Association is very prevalent on publicly available online platforms, as well as documented in his lyrics, music videos, album covers, and clothing. When moving up the ranks and going through the process of becoming G-Shine, common practice is to be emailed your gang-related documents that you must memorize. It is known that these documents will not be texted to you. In order to establish the timeline of how he became G-Shine and to gather knowledge the defendant was given as he ascended through the ranks, a warrant would have been done to ultimately lead to the expanded search. Under the independent source doctrine, the evidence is admissible if the state can show that it was obtained by means wholly independent of any constitutional violation.
So they saying that listen, the state is slick. The judge already ruled on this, but the state is trying to get as many of them electronic correspondences allowed in that they can look at and use in trial as they possibly can. So they're coming up with all type of scenarios and excuses to why they need to look more and they have a more wider scope into Melly's electronic correspondence. They even bringing up that allegedly Melly is G-Shine, and that's a blood gang. And they're saying that when you become G-Shine, they email you the rules and all of that type of shit. And they say it wouldn't be in a text. They say they look at the motherfucker. Oh, it won't be in a text message, Your Honor. It'll be in an email. We need to look in the emails. So they saying that it would be in the emails, and as he levels up through the ranks, they would email him when they level him up through a rank and all of that right there. And they saying they want to be able to look at more of his what's the name in order to tell when this happened. Now I'm gonna tell you the bullshit behind this, right? They already done seen all these emails. They already know it's in there. You feel me? Because I can remember when I can recall when we went over the paperwork in the first trial. If you missed that, we gonna go over that. Just bear with me. I'm gonna be doing Melly updates pretty much every day so that we can get a little bit more familiar with the first trial and we can get familiar with what happened, what's gonna be happening going forward. So they emailed Melly and let him know, congratulations to the level of a Ascari. I don't know what the fuck that mean. I ain't never been a blood or none of that shit. So, but whatever it is, that's the name of whatever rank he had. And they know that it's in there. So they trying to get, but I guess it's outside the scope of that window that the judge gave them for the second trial. So what they trying to do is they trying to get that and all the other little shit too that they know in there from them going through the paperwork on the first trial. They already know what's there. They know what's there. They already got all of this shit from the first trial. They just can't use it all in the second trial because the judge don't rule that. Y'all can't use all this shit. No.
Finds probable cause existed. However, the court's ruling limited the search to 6 hours, overlooks or misapprehends that the probable cause can be inferred from the type of crime, the nature of the item sought, the suspect's opportunity.
Yeah, T-Dub say YNW attorneys, Melly's attorney literally filed a sworn motion to dismiss in the witness tampering trial with Broward County on Friday, January 5th. Melly's defense request for the court grant a dismiss. The judge ain't dismissing shit. We just seen that yesterday. The shout out to the couple boys. They just did a video on that. This judge ain't dismissing none of this shit. That motion to dismiss got denied. If this the same motion to dismiss that you talking about, I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure that he shot that shit down a day or so ago. Hopefully he can get past that tampering charge. Hopefully, well, however it go. However it go. She trying to get that tampering charge dismissed. They need to. That's a serious charge. See, I don't think people understand. That's why I let y'all know. Shout out to anonymous ones that the tampering with a witness in a in a Capital One murder case is punishable by life in the state of Florida. Look it up, Google it. Shout out to anonymous ones for that little bit of information that he gave us. And y'all can subscribe to his YouTube channel as well. That's my boy though.
the items and normal inferences about where a criminal might hide them, and this can routinely be done by looking at events before and after the homicide. Okay. Further, this court should reconsider its ruling based on the doctrine of inevitable discovery and independent source. It's gonna be interesting to see how the judge responds to all this, because this is a lot of nerdy shit, and I don't know how the judge is gonna look at it.
Hold on. Shout out to T-Dub. T-Dub say, the YNW Melly from the trial based on numerous facts and laws, including the following. Mariah Hamilton was never summoned by legal process to appear at the trial. Mariah Hamilton did not evade. She did evade. She was summoned. Hell yeah, that's how she got a warrant. I don't know what they talking about, but she had a warrant. She was supposed to appeal. You know what I'm saying? She was a witness. She was supposed to appeal. That's how she got a warrant. So I don't know where you getting that from, T-Dub. That maybe is that the motion? Is that what Raven Liberty was telling the court? But that's not true. She had a warrant and all that. She was supposed to be a witness and all that. That's because she didn't appear. She had no charge. She got no charge. So the only way she got the warrant was that she was supposed to appear in court. And by her not appearing in court, that's a failure to appear. That's a bench warrant. You know what I mean? Like if you miss court, that's a warrant. That's what she had. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she got one now. I think they lifted it up off her ass. You know what I'm saying? But so whatever Raven Liberty's saying, that's not true. Oh, it's from Bryson a few days ago. I go double check, but I mean, I done been to jail a couple times, big dog, a lot of times actually. And she had a warrant, bro. She was supposed to be at that first trial, bro. She what they call it? I ain't gonna say absconded, but she went on the run. She went on the run. That's what her warrant was for. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't have a criminal record. She didn't commit a crime and get a warrant. Her warrant was for her not appearing in court. You know what I'm saying? But I'll go look at Bryson shit to see what he's trying to say.
So this involved the double homicide of two longtime friends of the defendants. To ignore their past is to ignore common sense. Expanding the investigation and the good faith that the detectives relied upon, as warrant after warrant was approved by neutral magistrates. Furthermore, the right to privacy cases deal with warrantless searches, which does not exist here. Damn. Low-key, the state convincing me now, bro. This is going to be a crazy day in court when the judge rules on all this. Court's rulings are inconsistent. The court limits the search in the iCloud account to the day of, whereas in the self-end limits the search between October 26th and February 13th. It is inconsistent.
So you see what I'm saying? The court limits the search of the iCloud accounts to the day of, whereas in the cell phone limits the search between October 26th, which is the day those boys was murdered, and February 13th. February 13th is the day Melly went to jail. Melly went to jail the day before Valentine's Day, which I told you, like a 3.5 month period or whatever. As the court pointed out on page 12 of its order, it's common knowledge that iPhones will back up data to the iCloud. Further, it is inconsistent with the other rulings, all of which have individual time restrictions. Basically, what they're saying is that each individual electronic or social media or whatever correspondence, they all have their different time restrictions. Like I told you, some of them is 6 hours, depending on whether it's the Gmail, the iCloud, the Facebook, the Snapchat, and some of them is wider. Some of them is like 3 months. And this one right here is from October 26th, 2018 to February 13th, 2019, which means they wanted all the correspondence from the night Melly allegedly murdered these boys to the day Melly went to jail, because they want to see what he was talking about, who he was talking to, and is it any evidence in that in those correspondence that they could use to convict him. It says iPhones will back up the data to the iCloud. Further, it is inconsistent with the other rulings, all of which have individual time restrictions based on the signed date of the warrant. Therefore, the court's limitation of the iCloud accounts is consistent with the other rulings, especially of that of the iPhone. Let me see what I think that means. Oh, so what they're saying is they want the same amount of time for all of them. They want, if they gave them, I get what they're saying. What they're saying, if they gave them from October 26th to February 13th on the iCloud, they wanted on all the correspondence, because let's just say he text message. Let us say he used other shit like social media or whatever to correspond with these people, whoever, and it was evidence in there. But you telling me that I can only look at the iCloud? I can look at the iCloud for 3 months, but I can't look at his Snapchat or his Facebook Messenger or none of that for that same amount of time. It may be evidence in there that we can't see because you done narrowed the scope of when we could look at this shit. You see what I'm saying? It makes sense now. It makes sense because he may not have been corresponding to where the iCloud could get it. You get what I'm saying? He may have been using other avenues to correspond, which I get it. Hey, you know what I just thought about? But I get y'all later. I'll tell you
The
later.
rulings, all of which have individual time restrictions based on the signed date of the warrant. Therefore, the course limitations of the iCloud account is inconsistent with other rulings. All right, so now the Snapchat they're going to talk about. Let's see what it
Snapchat.
says here. Remember, the Snapchat had some incriminating messages in there of Melly's like telling people like some suspect shit. So this is important. The judge basically threw all that out because he put the time frame to 3 and there's 9 a.m. The defendant lacks standing to assert a Fourth Amendment violation in the search of the Snapchat. The state further argues that the defendant has never claimed the Snapchat account as his. In fact, during the trial, the defendant consistently objected to Bradley referring to any accounts as the defendant's. At no point in time does the defendant claim this account, therefore he has no standing to assert a Fourth Amendment violation. Damn, bro. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I mean, the judge is going to have to see this if this is all true and be like, yo, I was wrong. Never mind. Yeah, you're right. He never claimed this Snapchat or this phone or this Facebook. Never mind. Moretti did do overbroad search warrants. I definitely don't like that, but I don't know how this judge is going to rule on this at all. Again, the state must establish who the user of the account is. The approximate 4 weeks before and after the crime in order to establish who the primary user of the account is a reasonable approach. This is
So what they're saying is Melly never claimed the Facebook, the Snapchat, or any of that, right? So he has no right to dispute anything that they find in there because he's saying it ain't his. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because you could. That's again, like I said yesterday, you could find a gun and say that Marita, that's your gun, but it ain't my gun. But you saying that you gonna use that as evidence against me and I can't dispute that, bitch, that ain't mine. That's like that. You get what I'm saying? That's not mine. You can find a notebook that you can find a notebook and say somebody wrote a confession in there and signed it and said Marita boy. But I'm telling you that's not my notebook. You saying that since I don't claim the notebook, that I can't tell you that I can't dispute the evidence that you trying to use against me in the notebook? Bitch, it ain't mine. So you should not be able to use that against me. And I should not have to admit that that's mine in order to dispute the evidence that you're trying to use against me from that notebook. You get what I'm saying? I ain't go to law school, but bitch, I ain't slow either. Yeah, you right too, T-Dub. I seen what you said, though. Yeah, they're using the tampering as a fail-safe in case he beats this charge. They still want to give him life. Boy, the hell, you see how they use the law against you, boy? I told y'all. Stay out the streets, people. Hit that like button, y'all. Please hit that like button. Listen, take a second and please hit the like button for your boy Marita boy, man. I'm grinding hard here. I fucks with y'all. I know y'all rocks with me. And we going over this Melly content, man. Hit the like button, man. Like Sko say, man. Hit the likes up. Get the likes up, man. Get the likes up, man. Light it up. Light it up. Light the K2 up. Light the K2 up.
the course logic and case law. Of course,
shout out to the new subscribers as well, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
Overlooks the fact that the investigation at the point had revealed that a lot of Demon's communications were through social media. Direct evidence linking the place to be searched to the crime is not required for the issuance of a search warrant. The court finds probable cause existed. However, the court's ruling limitations to the search to 6 hours overlooks. The probable cause can be inferred from the type of crime. Okay. This would include the premeditation aspects of the crimes, the context of the relationships between the parties, and the common knowledge of how the devices are utilized today. Okay, so premeditation, relationships, and common sense are what the state is arguing right now. The state would have inevitably located the Snapchat conversations between him and Mariah. Based on the information provided by Ms. Holmes, contact was subsequently made with Ms. Hamilton regarding a relationship and communications with the defendant. During her statement, she even informs Moretti that she had not spoken to the defendant because she had been blocked by the defendant on all social media accounts, thereby inferring their method of communication was on social media platforms. Additionally, the defendant publicly posted many Snapchat videos.
Okay, so what they're saying, shout out my guy Audio Crack 22. Shout out to Andre Gardner. Appreciate you, gang. Shout out to Nate said it. Shout out to Ashley. So listen, this is what they're saying, right? They're saying that they want to be able to look at all of his accounts in a wide spectrum, not that little 6 hour shit, because they feel like him and Mariah may have, which is his girlfriend at the time, have corresponded through social media, and they want to see that too. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. We're going over this new Melly content. I told y'all we're gonna be doing Melly content pretty much every night. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned, subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button.
Now they're talking about the Facebook here. The defendant lied
Facebook.
standing to assert a Fourth Amendment violation in search of the Facebook because obviously he never claimed it. We've heard this throughout the video. All right, Jesus. A lot of Demon's communications were through social media. The affidavit also details multiple public profiles were found for the defendant on Facebook, including photos tagged after the homicide, wearing shirts memorializing the deceased. As noted, Supra.
So Melly did rep them boys after they passed. They say he had shirts, for the deceased and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It could be him just trying to play it off too. But so he did attempt to rep for them boys. Y'all can take from that as you may. I'm just telling y'all. You know what I mean? Just put that in your memory banks. He had shirts on social media. You know what I mean? Repping for them boys.
May take a reasonable common sense approach. Again, the state must establish who the user of the account is. Okay, so they're just repeating all that. The court finds probable cause existed, however, the court's ruling limiting the search and thereby excluding any evidence from the date of the homicide overlooks or misapprehends, blah, blah, blah. We read all this before. Specifically with respect to the Facebook account, the court already found that the probable cause existed to search the defendant's account. This initial search would have led to additional search warrants to expand the scope based on the method of communication the defendant chose. So they're blaming Melly for using, since Melly was using Instagram and Facebook and shit, they're allowed to search it all. Further, the messages between the defendant and his manager located in his cell phone, which discuss the defense gang activities, social media postings, and paying off witnesses, would have led to discovery of Facebook data, such as, but not limited to, messages and or deleted data between the defendant and other parties involved in this case. Okay. Furthermore, independently.
So they can get shit off Facebook if you delete it, y'all. Y'all just heard that. And Messenger.
Facebook warrant, the state would have inevitably located the Facebook data based on Mariah Hamilton's statements regarding her relationship and communications with the defendant. So once again, since Mariah Hamilton said she spoke with Melly on Snapchat and Facebook, they're allowed to search it apparently. They proceed to say the court's rulings are inconsistent again with the time frame. So clearly the state does not like this 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. window that the judge came up with, because that's like right around when the murders happened. And they want it back to like a month or two. Now they're talking about the Instagram account, same shit about the time frame they don't like. Never claimed an Instagram account, so he has no Fourth Amendment right. This account has been claimed to be controlled by the defendant's producer and manager, as noted in their argument during the first trial. This is further evidenced by the motion itself, which does not refer to the account as belonging to the defendant, unless quoting from the search warrant affidavit. The court's ruling ignores portions of the affidavit that do in fact establish a sufficient nexus to allow for the search prior to the date of the homicide. And the state kind of convincing me right now, bro. That's crazy. And then they talk about how Melly talked through social media, so they're allowed to look through it again. And same thing with Mariah Hamilton. Statement regarding a relationship. Since they talked on Instagram as well, they get to look through it apparently. So Mariah Hamilton kind of fucking over Melly, because they would have apparently got this data no matter what. And now Melly's iPhone. Never claimed it, so no Fourth Amendment violation. Improperly relies upon Moretti's testimony, which is outside the four corners.
Hold on, I want to see something real quick, y'all. I got to Google some shit. Okay, so they saying that they didn't violate Melly's Fourth Amendment right, and they say the Constitution through the Fourth Amendment protects people from unreasonable search and seizures by the government. It says, however, the Fourth Amendment does not guarantee against all search and seizures, but only those that are deemed unreasonable under the law. So what they're saying is, since Melly ain't claimed this, then they can search that bitch however they want to, whenever they want to, because he said it ain't his. So they can't violate his Fourth Amendments because he said it ain't his. Boy, they slick, ain't they? They slick, ain't they? So in order for them to violate his Fourth Amendment, he has to claim that this is his. Boy, the motherfuckers slick, ain't they? They slick, ain't they? So if I tell you that this ain't my phone, you can. They trying to the state is trying, and the police are trying to say that they can search it and not violate my Fourth Amendment rights because that ain't my phone. So I say the only way you can violate my Fourth Amendment rights is if I establish or I tell you that this is my phone or they establish that this is my phone. But see, the crazy part about this is they trying to establish that this is his phone. So say I say this ain't my phone. You search it, right? And then you establish that it is my phone. Bitch, you done violated my Fourth Amendment rights. You done violated them. And you already done searched the phone. Boy, they slick, boy. Boy, they slick, boy. They slick now. Them motherfuckers slick, boy. They slick. You see what I'm saying? Damn, they slick, boy. That's, hey, look. That's a little goddamn battle right there, boy. A little intellectual battle right there.
the warrant, and they're saying the court's order overlooks the relationship again and the gang shit. Messages located in the defense phone within the court's prescribed time frame also would have inevitably led to evidence prior to the homicide date anyway. So a lot of inevitably, as you can tell, I'm using that word a lot. They're saying either way, this was going to lead to us having to open up this time frame. Now the Gmail accounts, which had a lot of the gang blood shit in it, same Fourth Amendment violation because he never claimed it. He doesn't get that. The affidavit in the search warrant doesn't.
So they're saying that all these accounts, they can search them because he ain't claimed them and they won't be violating his Fourth Amendment rights. Okay. And this is the, I think this is the Gmail. Yes, this is the Gmail account right here, guys.
Restricted scope to the homicide. Any emails, Google Talk messages, Google Posts, instant messages, or other communications associated with the above listed Google user account as relates to murder of Anthony Williams and Christopher Thomas Jr. Any photos, emails, messages, instant messages. A common sense approach to the search warrant of any device or account would require law enforcement thus establish who the user of the device is, which is routinely done by looking at events before and after any particularized date. The court's ruling ignores establishing a pattern in life of the user. Court's order overlooks the relationship.
So what they saying here is, in order to establish, see, they slick, because they're trying to establish that this is his phone, and these are his accounts. So what they're saying is, in order for them to establish it by him not claiming it, is they want to look at a wide spectrum window of the correspondence so that they can assess whether this is his phone or not. And what they're looking for is they're looking for a series of personal correspondence that would allude to this being his phone. Okay, such as, say if it's his birthday, his mama texts him happy birthday. He say thank you, mom. You know what I'm saying? Or him sending pictures. You know what I'm saying? Or him or personal correspondence between him and whoever that would signify that this is his phone. You see what I'm saying? I think they had one where Melly sent his goddamn ID, a picture of his ID through the goddamn phone. You see what I'm saying? So shout out to Ashley for the cash app. Appreciate you. Y'all hit that cash app too, man. Please hit that cash app. Please hit that cash app. Your boy Matt monetized too. So make sure y'all become members of the channel and hit that like button, man. Please support the channel. Please support the channel. Send me up, bro. Send me up. I've been doing this for a long time, boy. It's time for my subscribers to match my grind. You feel what I'm saying? For real, for real. But yeah, that's what they trying to do, man. Yeah, it's corrupt, T-Dub. It's corrupt as hell. He said, Marita, you never watched the Geno Shine video I sent you a while back? I don't think I did. Look, you trying to get listen. Geno is the alleged gang member, right? Send it to me again. I'll look it over. Look over. But boy, look, boy, you trying to get me into it. Hey, boy, Geno free, boy. Look, boy, I ain't trying, you know what I'm saying? For real. Appreciate you. But yeah, send it to me again, man. Send it to me again.
Again.
And my email is maritaboy@gmail.com, just like my name, maritaboy@gmail.com.
On the defense Facebook and Instagram YouTube channels would have inevitably led to them getting this data anyway. Messages located on the defense phone within the court's prescribed time frame also would have inevitably led to the evidence prior to the homicide date. Many messages exist between the defendant and others in which we discussed business dealings, song lyrics, prior agreement.
Hey, get in the chat, let me know. Do y'all think Melly gonna beat this charge this second go around? You know what I mean? Do y'all think his defense team is doing a better job this go round than the first go round? Get in the chat, let me know, man. I want to know how you guys feel. Do you think this defense team is better than the first defense team? That black dude was cooking in that first trial. We ain't seen these people actually start trial yet, so I don't know how they're gonna be when the lights and stuff come on. But they doing good behind the scenes, getting stuff thrown out or not stuff not allowed, because that first defense team could have got this same thing to happen, but they didn't. They allowed all of this shit in on the first trial, but this second trial, the same judge who they had the first time is not allowing this, which means that defense team that he got now done made some compelling arguments to what a judge done changed his stance on allowing this stuff into the second trial. They done narrowed the window down in the scope of the evidence that they could use on him. So I want to know, do y'all think that this defense team is better than his first defense team so far?
Future agreements. The day of the murders at 8 p.m., texting with an individual named Francis asking for forgiveness. Texting an individual named Francis regarding a sound engineer removing a verse, clearly referring back to prior conversation, which in turn would allow expansion of their warrant based on PC. This surrounds his music career, which was one motive for the homicides. Text an individual named Kenny on an email account, replies about watching his documentary. The Defense Gang Association is very
appreciate you, Nate, for the cash out.
Online platforms as well as documenting his lyrics. Already read that. And conclusion. The state hereby moves the honorable court to reconsider its ruling with the omnibus order. The defendant lacks standing to challenge many, if not all, of the items he seeks to suppress. Should the court find that the defendant does have standing, it must apply a reasonable, common sense approach to any further limitations the court feels necessary, while also considering that many, if not all, of the items subject to suppression would have been uncovered through both inevitable discovery and the independent source doctrine. Finally, should the court continue to construe these warrants as it has, it must find that good faith exception does apply consistent with the holding in McCall. That's the state asking the court to reconsider, saying that he doesn't have the right to say it's a Fourth Amendment violation because he never claimed any of the accounts or the phone, and they were going to get the data either way because in Mariah Hamilton's statement, she said she communicated with him through his social media accounts and everything. So comment down below, subscribe, Patreon.
Shout out to the Cupboard. That was a very informative video, y'all. That was a very informative video. Yeah, hey, T-Dub, send me that G-Shine video, that Gino video, Gino Shine, whatever. And we're going to go over it. This is very interesting. I think the judge already ruled in this, though. I think the video that we went over last night, the judge denied this state's second bite at getting the scope of the window that they would be able to look in widened. You know what I mean? I think the judge stuck to his original ruling when he first ruled that they had to narrow the scope of the window that they would be able to look into. And I think he upheld it. I think we went over that yesterday. This video is the video that we went over. We stopped going over prior to that video that we went over with yesterday. I should have went over this video first and then did the second video, but I didn't, and we had to pretty much backtracking here. But the judge already done ruled that whatever this argument that the state came up with, no, it's still going to be a window that they're only going to be able to look into. And they also wanted to widen the window because they wanted to make sure, they wanted to be able to prove that this is Melly phone by the correspondence and things, or iCloud account, and Gmail and things of that nature, and social media, because they wanted to be able to prove that they wanted a wider window so that they could look at this correspondence through this period of time to say that, yeah, this is his. You know, because if it was not his, then it would probably be correspondence with other people, and they would see evidence that it's other people's on. Like, say if that was Melly saying that ain't his Gmail account, and it was somebody else's, then it would be correspondence between that other person and whoever. Like if he said it was mine, it would be correspondence between me and other people in there. So that would be enough. That would be some evidence to prove that it's not his account. But if they look in that account and they see that it's all correspondence personally tailored towards him, they probably sharing personal information, probably showing pictures. And I told you he signed his ID over one on. So you know, that would be the thing to prove that it is his instead of to the contrary. Hey, look, we're gonna end this live, man. It was nice. I rock with y'all. I just dropped the video on Angela Simmons choosing dick over her son, you know what I'm saying, and her safety. Y'all go watch that video, man. Follow me on Instagram, MeritaBoy1, MERITABOY with the #1. I've been dropping videos every day, all day on Instagram. I did like 5,000 views on Instagram yesterday. I forgot how many I did on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And I know 5,000 views might not be a lot to some people, but it was a decent day. You know what I mean? I had a lot of celebrities liking my videos yesterday. A lot of people like my videos yesterday, and my videos, I'm gonna continue to do them. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, MeritaBoy1, MERITABOY with the #1. Make sure you jump in my DMs and let me know who you is. You know what I'm saying? I will follow you back. Also, make sure that you send me your juicy rumors so that when this Friday come 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, and Triple Threat Friday come with me, Mickey Truth, the Queen of Paperwork, and Music 101, the Breakdown King, go over all the hot topics in hip hop and the entertainment industry. I will be able to share what you said the juicy rumor should be on Triple Threat Friday. And again, that's when we combine all the platforms. I go live from this platform, Mickey Truth go live from her platform, and Music 101 go live from his platform. And it's over 100,000 subscribers with the 3 platforms combined. And your name will be said on there if I pick your juicy rumor to share with the world. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to you guys. Please like this video. Man, let me get 2 more likes, man. Let me get 2 more likes before I end this video. 2 more likes. Give me 2 more likes, man. Give me 2 more likes. Give me 2 more likes. Shout out to Boardman Clicks. Shout out to Ashley. Shout out to T-Dub. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Naysayer. Shout out to AudioCrat22. Go subscribe to Music 101 channel. Go subscribe to Mickey Truth, the Queen of Paperwork channel. Shout out to Nephew for real. Shout out to Flyboy Michael Foe. Shout out to Chicks 1000, aka the Chick 1K. Shout out to Deputy Eula. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Kel Truth Movement. Trigger Man, tell him goddamn me. Shout out to King AK47 for letting your boy get on this platform and pop his shit. Shout out to the new subscribers for coming over here and rocking with your boy. I'm gonna try to keep this thing sizzled up for y'all. We doing Melly updates every night. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely gonna, if y'all email me, y'all got some information y'all want me to fact check, and disseminate, I'll do that too. A lot of my information come from you guys, man. You know what I mean? You guys are definitely a part of this platform. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys. Like, share, comment to this video. Share this video, man. Share this video. Share this video. Join the membership. Your boy just got back monetized, man. I've been on hiatus for 3 months. I've still been blogging and wasn't getting paid a goddamn dime. And my community strike is up. Old pussy ass Trenches News had struck my channel for me calling him Rat Boy. You know what I'm saying? But my strike is gone, baby. My community strike is gone. So that old rat bastard bitch, stank mask mouth bitch, I ain't got no strike no more, you motherfucker, you. Fuck you. Like, share, comment to this video. Chill.